As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rivers now on second down. He's got Allen. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The first down throw here for Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
On third down, Rivers. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Rivers now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Rivers again. Completes it to Benjamin. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To the air again here, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the interception here, Mariota steps away to his left. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Play action now. Mariota. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 62 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Rivers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action. Mariota looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On now is the Titans punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And the Chargers. Coming out on the field now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The first throw for the backup Lynch. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Lucky 56.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Orakpo. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly, after that sack. This is 3rd and long.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 46. On play action, Mariota flush to his right. Now he's going to. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Welcome back now here in London. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Mariota. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete as well.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. Lynch now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Brian Orakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Lynch now, work to do, certainly after that sack. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Lynch. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the gun, Rivers. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
3. Ready.
Mariota. And going deep for Hill. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Titans go. It's Mariota. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So out come the Chargers. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this.
And now here's another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The intended receiver there, Allen, yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
One.
Throwing here, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Black 99, feel it.
Now it's the backup Gabbard. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Keep it skinny.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Watch 12.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Set. 380.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Taylor. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Ready. Set 180.
From the red zone now, Rivers. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
On 4. Liner. Set.
2nd down, Rivers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Gabbert here wants to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they...